Federal law enforcement has been under attack in recent months, but that has not stopped the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, or ATF, from arresting dangerous individuals who illegally buy and sell or steal firearms. The ATF's Assistant Director of Field Operations spoke to One America's Christina Bobb about how it's cracking down on crime. Take a look.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms investigates illegal gun sales, robberies, and other crimes associated with riots. The recent surge in riots has caused a drastic uptick in ATF investigations. Assistant Director of Field Operations Thomas Chittum explained the surge in investigations.
So for ATF, we don't focus on ideology, we focus on action. So it doesn't matter why you threw the Molotov cocktail, it's that you threw the Molotov cocktail. And so that's where we focus our investigative efforts. I'm proud to say that they have paid off tremendously. In response to the riots, we've arrested well over 60 people just for committing commercial arsons. There's no doubt in my mind that this will set record numbers of federal arson prosecutions this year. But it's important to us to take an aggressive approach. Thankfully, we've had tremendous support from the U.S. Attorney's community, and we want to send a message that we simply won't tolerate people hijacking First Amendment activities to commit violent crime.
ATF will not tolerate violent crimes and those hijacking our First Amendment rights. The Bureau has a multi-layered approach that has proven successful, which they implemented in 2017 after they saw an increase in gun store burglaries.
Aggressive investigation. We have a 100% response policy for all gun store burglaries. We also started engaging in significant outreach, encouraging gun stores to implement security measures to protect themselves and their communities. We also engaged with industry trade groups to help spread the message. And what we saw was that was effective.
Gun store burglaries were on the decline as a result of ATF's efforts. But then they saw a spike in 2020, even when controlling for the Antifa and Black Lives Matter riots that erupted earlier this year.
In 2018, the number of gun store burglaries dropped 20%. In 2019, it dropped 20% again. But in 2020, we saw a tremendous spike.
Assistant Director Chittum says this is a national problem that plagues cities across the country. He says if a city has a gun store, it's likely to be a potential target for burglary.
Over the course of just a few days, we saw over 90 gun store burglaries or attempts, resulting in the theft of over 1,000 firearms. Of the over 90 burglaries or attempts that we saw during the riots, more than a third of them were unsuccessful, and the suspects walked away with no firearms. We think that's a huge success.
I asked Assistant Director Chittum how the recent call to defund police has affected ATF's operations and morale.
This is a particularly challenging time to be in law enforcement. I have been an ATF agent for more than 20 years. I have never been more proud to say that than I have been in this year. And what we have seen is a tremendously challenging environment for our agents to operate in. On multiple occasions in the past several months, our agents have been ambushed without warning, and specifically because they are law enforcement officers. I say about ATF agents that they are some of the bravest, hardest working, most effective public servants on this planet.
ATF continues to investigate gun violence and riots, remaining committed to protecting American communities. I'm Christina Bobb, One America News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.